It's 10 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night. I wanted to do the artwork tonight for our next single. And I'm glad I started earlier because my hard drive is full. And I've been having computer problems because my hard drive's full, so the programs can't run and I can't, So I've moved my iMovie library to an external drive so I can do the vlogs. But I've been kind of like putting band-aids on the problem for a while because I've been too busy to deal with it. So tonight I spent like 2 hours trying to take stuff off my hard drive so that I could clear up some space so that it would run a little bit better. I'm not really that savvy with Adobe Illustrator. I'm much more savvy with Lightroom and Photoshop just because of the photography, all the photography work that I've done. I did use Adobe Illustrator for the Lovesick artwork, but I did have some help. Shout out to James Andrews. He was great. He helped me at the last minute because I was struggling with like the last little fine details of this. So Lara Williams is Don's wife, our drummer producer's wife, and she's an artist and she does this really cool artwork that's like collage, multimedia with what is that stuff called? The waxy stuff. I'm gonna look it up. Wax art material. Encaustic. That's what it's called. Encaustic. That's right. Yeah, so she does this really cool artwork with encaustic and pigments and photos and paints, and they're very cool. And she happens to be working on these projects right now that thematically really tie in, I think, with the song we're going to release. So I'm going to work right now with some photos of her artwork and the template that we used for Lovesick and see what I can come up with. I'm not going to spend all night on this. I just kind of want to get it started so that I at least feel like the ball's rolling before tomorrow. Because if we can get the song, if Don can get the song mixed and we feel good about it by Thursday, which is in 2 days, he's going to send it out a little earlier and have it mastered somewhere else. We're going to try that. He mastered the last one. But if we can't get the mix the way we want it by then, it gives us a little bit more time. Looking at the calendar, let's see. Yeah, so if we want to have it mastered somewhere else, we need it done in 2 days. And if not, we need it done in maybe 5 or 6 days. So that's what we're up against right now. Yeah, so this is the Winter Gloves work in progress album art for the single. Yeah, I had it in blue. I'm kind of working off of like the Lovesick template, and I don't know whether I want to do it like this or use this artwork simply as a border, which is I think what originally the idea was, but I like the artworks. I love Lara's artwork so much that I want to use it more than just as a border, but it might be hard to put text over it and have it still be kind of visible and clear. This is kind of like my very first attempt. I'm not loving this one. I don't even know, this is the same font we used for Lovesick. I can't decide whether I want to keep some consistency because all of these singles would have been part of a single album, but now we're releasing them as singles. So do I have the album artwork be kind of cohesive, or do I make them all completely different? I like the idea of maintaining this format with the border. That could be like what ties them all together. I kind of like this one. It's a little more organic looking, and this one has, you probably can't see it on the video, but there's a little bit of a glow on the lettering. This one doesn't have it. This one has a hard edge. I'm kind of digging this one. I think it's good to just make a little bit of progress on it. I don't know if I'm gonna go, I think what I need to do is contact CD Baby and find out if we can release these songs as a sequential series of singles that will ultimately be grouped as one album. That's what I would like to do. I don't know if that's possible. So if we have to release them completely separately, then they'll need all their own artwork. So that's on my list for tomorrow. I'll call CD Baby and figure that out, and that will influence how I do the artwork.